What's up, team? Welcome to the video. I'm going to tell you a story right now that I've never told anyone in my entire life. When I was 18 years old, my freshman year of college, my first time ever being away from home, I started journaling late in my first semester. I started just writing what was on my mind, a lot of quotes, a lot of like things that I liked, Bible verses. I wrote just like things that I wanted to remember. And it was really, in hindsight, it was a self-improvement journal. At some time, you know, the writing started to fade that summer. Writing a little bit less, was busy, was in a different routine. At some point, I saw the movie Fight Club, which I had seen before, but like really watched it. Maybe watched it twice in 1 week or something, like something dumb that you'd only do if you were in college and like felt like you had that much time that you could waste. And didn't really understand the movie at the time, but I really enjoyed it. For one, I thought Brad Pitt's physique in there, like being a fitness guy, I was like, this is awesome, this guy's so diced up. There were a lot of cool scenes. I really like the scene where they put the guy, the gas station or the clerk, they bring him out back and put the gun to his head, and they're like, if you don't become a veterinarian, or they're like, what's your dream? He's like, I want to be a veterinarian. It's like, if in 6 months you're not becoming a veterinarian, I'm gonna come find you. And it's like, that guy thought he was gonna die, but then he got to live. Like, there were things about the movie that I really liked. I didn't understand that the central theme of the entire movie was nihilism. I didn't know what nihilism was at the time. And so there's a scene I distinctly remember where they're on the bus, Ed Norton, Brad Pitt, and there's a Calvin Klein ad, and you know, some lean dude, and he's like, is that what a man's supposed to look like? And they're kind of snickering at the advertisement. The quote was, self-improvement is masturbation. Like, self-improvement, what is it? And then self-destruction, now that's something else. But what does that mean? It's like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's a meaningless activity that just leaves you in a worse place when you're done than when you started. Spinning your wheels, like you're in the same place. It doesn't, and to fit the central theme of the whole movie, it's like, why do you want to get better? For what purpose? If nothing matters, if we're just like, you know, a speck of dust on a spectrum of time that is infinite in like one of billions of like, who cares about life? Which I didn't get. I don't think I would have liked the movie if I understood that that's kind of what it was about. There's other like interpretations of Fight Club, but that's besides the point. My view on self-improvement was tainted from that day forward. And I continued journaling, and I have a journal. Like, there's month or 2 or 3 month breaks in writing, but it goes a solid 12 years. But in the last few months, I don't know why I'm hesitant to say this. In the last few months, I listened to 3 to 4 hours of Jordan Peterson every single day. YouTube clips, his Bible lecture series, other random podcast episodes, everything I can get my hands on YouTube, reading his book, Maps of Meaning. Like, I'm not going to go into depth in this video, and probably not in the future. I have a list of fitness things to talk about, and I just can't. Like, I just can't. This is what I need to talk about. I'm in the best place mentally I've been in a long time. I just see things so much more clearly. How that relates to self-improvement. There's a video that Dr. Peterson made called How to Change the World Properly or something. And it's unbelievable. I've listened to it a few times. And he basically says, fix yourself rather than pointing the finger and trying to fix someone else. He quotes, I think, a Russian, Alexander Solzhenitsyn, that the line of good and evil runs down the soul of every man and woman. So like, we all have good and evil within us, and by fixing ourselves, by sorting ourselves up, by cleaning our room, by like making yourself better via the process of self-improvement, that is how the world becomes better. And I have taken steps that have made me feel stronger and feel like I'm moving forward, and I've always been very partial to the truth and to honesty, and that has even accelerated. just feel stronger. I feel right. And I feel a little sad that I was so skeptical and so like turned my nose up towards self-improvement. It doesn't have a great reputation in like the self-help space for whatever it's worth, but that concept of fixing yourself, thy mote in thy brother's eye, like, why are you trying to fix this tiny little thing about this other person when you have all of this that you need to figure out in here? And like really going in here and being honest with yourself and doing what scares you and moving towards the things that scare you and voluntarily taking those on, those conversations, those disagreements, those, like, all that stuff comes up. Literally cleaning your room and like sorting your possessions is a good way to get started, because physical objects relate to their meaning in real life, and they lead you to figure things out. It's just telling the truth, like making, call it rules, or just deciding how you want to live and actually trying your best to do that. And consistency over perfection, because you're not going to execute perfectly across the board, but you'll get better and better, and you'll build on it, and you'll build momentum, and like, your strength matters. My buddy Matt McLeod, like, you affect one person, that person affects one person, like, that builds out. If you have, and I mean, like the average person maybe comes into contact with, I don't know, 100, maybe 1,000 people in a year, maybe 200 people in a year, I don't know what it is, but I come in contact with, I mean, my Why Fitness Matters video has like 14 million views on Facebook. They're just, and like each person, so it just matters. Your life is better, your family's life is better, your friends, societies, the lives of the people who are reached through osmosis, through the other people. Yeah. Thank you for watching this video. Fitness content coming Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. uploads. We're rolling. This is a pretty solid week. I'm gonna give myself a little pat on the back. Yesterday's upload wasn't amazing, but it was practical for overweight and obese individuals. If you didn't see my talk about you versus you, I'm gonna link that, because that's a good one. That was from Monday. 20 best foods for fat loss, which sounds like a spammy title, but there's actually some practicality in there, and some entertainment. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you.